There it is, affectionately known as Rusty Jones. This is one of my current projects. Not my truck, friend of mine. I got a bunch of work to do to it. Thinking about doing a midweek video series on it. Thought some of you guys might enjoy this. I'll get it in the garage and we'll go over the details on this vehicle. Okay, we got Rusty Jones in the garage. Probably the first time this truck's been in a garage in many, many years. So the first order of business on this is this vintage 1983 Boss Plow setup. All that stuff's got to come out. The controller inside's got to come out. And this really heavy looking plow frame has got to come off it. So that's going to be the goal for tonight, to get this plow frame and stuff off this vehicle and get the front bumper back on it. A little bit of history on Rusty Jones. 1983 K10, I believe is what they call it, because it's four-wheel drive. My buddy's uncle bought this truck brand new in 83, and it hasn't seen a lot of on-the-road use, mostly used for plowing. It has 15,000 on the odometer, which is original miles, and it is rusty, believe it or not. It did a lot of sitting around, and it's rusty. There's a little bit of the evidence there. Rockers, cab corners, floorboards. It did have a topper on it. The bed, inside the bed, is like brand new. It's in really nice shape. I don't know what he's going to do for body work on this. I'm just going to do all the mechanical work on it. Like I say, removing the plow. We got some cab mounts to put in it. And we are going to desmog it and try to get it to run a little better. It's just 305 in there. What else? We got tires and wheels, small suspension lift to put on it. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it should be a fun project. Okay, phase one of plow removal. You got to take off a couple wires, controller inside, and so I basically stripped out all the aftermarket wiring on this. There's just a couple wires there. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go after the hydraulic hoses and the hydraulic pump and the hydraulic fluid reservoir. That thing looks like it weighs about a lot. So I'm going to go after these hoses right now and see if I can pull them through the grill without knocking a hole in the radiator or something dumb like that. So that's what we're after next. 2 wrenches. See how much blood is shed here. And of course, they're going to leak fluid all over the place, make a gigantic mess. Because why not? One down, two to go. Okay, so 3 hoses are removed. And we are leaking fluid all over the place, which is perfect. Keeps the rust down. Now I'm going to see if I can fish these out through the front. I'll put the tripod up and we'll do a little record on that. That might be interesting. Hopefully it stays PG. Let's start with this one here. Biggest thing here is I don't want to break this grill. So we're going to go real nice and gentle. Yeah, it's almost falling out by itself. One down. This one's got a series of bends in it. Careful on the radiator and the grill. Oh, 2/3 of the way there. Some dummy pushed the other one inside the grill though, because he thought he was going to pull it out the other direction, which he may do now, unless he can get it back through. There we go. It's only about 10,000 sharp edges for that hose to grab a hold of between here and there. I think I got about 9,000 of them. There it is. Hose is removed. That was easier than I thought. There was no swearing involved even. So now that I got the hoses removed, I got to go ahead and go after this thing. It looks heavy. This might be interesting. You got 2 bolts there, and then there's 2 bolts that go through the inner fender. Not sure my arms are long enough to reach the nut and the bolt on the inner fender. We're going to find out. Well, one came out, and this one is too rusty. The head's rounded right off it. So I thought I'd include a little trick if you got a rusty bolt or something that won't come out. This is kind of what I like to do when I get one of these. Now it'll fall right out. Okay, so these 2 bolts here, and this thing should be just sitting in there. Good old self-threaders. So it is loose in there. I just got to figure out how to lift this thing up and out of here without rearranging all the discs in my back. See how this goes. Okay, all I got to do is just lift this out of here. Should be easy. Hopefully I got everything disconnected. Oh yeah, I can tell right away it's lightweight. Yep, definitely lightweight. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So now what I got left to do on this plow removal project is basically the plow frame. So I'm going to get figuring on how I can take it apart with a one-man crew like I got right now. I'm going to have to see if I can take it apart in a few pieces because it'd be way too heavy to lift by myself. So that's what we're going to do next. So I got 3 bolts that don't want to come out of this thing. Start over on this side. See if I can knock these couple of bolts out of here. There's one. There's 2. Now I only have 1 bolt holding this whole menagerie on here. It's right here. Okay, all the bolts are out of that lower plow frame. I'll just gently bring it down to the floor. Or not. Okay, just a little light prying. Gently down to the floor. So there it is, nothing to it. A little bit of prying. There's a cable for the quick attach. That's what was holding it on there. And then it did try to fall and kill me. Of course, the camera wasn't going for that. So I got everything loose. Got my safety strap on there. Might be up a little too high right now. I still haven't broke the grill on it yet, so that's something. Of course, there's still time to break the grill. What is going on here? Always helps when you take the nut off the bolt. Okay, so now it's loose. See if I can just gently roll this backwards. And not break the grill. There it is. That was easy. All right, bumper separated from that thing. All I gotta do is put the bumper back on, and phase 1 of making Rusty Jones cool again should be complete. I think that looks a lot better. Rusty Jones is no longer a plow rig. I got about 5.5 hours worth of screwing around with this. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day.